Hey everybody, this is Goddess Vicky. I'm here with your full moon reading, your Virgo full moon reading in Pisces. It is Virgo season, but the full moon is under the sign Pisces, so that's what we're going to be reflecting today. I am going to do a 5-card spread with a goddess pull from the Goddess Oracle card deck. I will have the information actually listed in the details below in the video. And pretty much here we go. What I'm going to do is I use deck cards for now, full hand, to do my readings sometimes, and then I also use the goddess deck as well for full readings or for essence. For full moons, I like to do some essence to kind of push the message across that I feel like needs to be read, or the spirits feel like needs to be said through me at the time. So I'm going to read off each card and tell you a little bit of what it says actually underneath the card, and then give you a intuitive reading of what I feel like the spirits are trying to say to you guys. I do pull the cards before I do these videos. I do not actually read them beforehand though, so everything is literally as we go, so that way you know it's literally on the spot intuition, what I feel like I need to pick up at the moment. So with this full moon, I just want to say first before I begin, a lot of people are going through a transition right now where they feel like they need to be grounded, and they feel like they need to kind of self-regulate themselves, and through like self-care, through a lot of water work, because Pisces isn't a water sign. And so I would say my advice for this weekend before we even begin is to do a lot of meditation, a lot of self-care, a lot of self-awareness, and just be ready to pretty much add that water to those seeds that you've been planting during the summertime, so that way when fall gets here, you'll have a bountiful of harvest that you can pull from when it's necessary. For people that are wondering, I did not cut myself. I'm trying to make sure my nail doesn't break off. Me and my twin flame actually have a bet going. As long as I keep my nails long, he'll keep growing his beard. So that's the reason why I have this on. Ladies, we know this trick very well. It's probably not going to work. I'm probably going to have to sacrifice it, but you know, I'm going to try to hold on as long as possible. So with that being said, let's get into the reading. So the first card that is being pulled was the Ace of Spades. So now the Ace of Spades, you're experiencing a new and challenging phase where you must overcome obstacles using greater inner strength and determination. This is a time of elimination where things that you no longer need may be leaving your life. A time of clarity and enlightenment. If you're willing to open your eyes and see things clearly, be truthful and honest with yourself, you can make a necessary but sometimes painful decision. So now we're opening with this because they want you guys to know straight out, for the first most, sometimes we feel like holding on to something is good for us. We feel like if we find some type of validation whatsoever into holding on to something, that it will help us. And technically what it can actually do is hurt us. So people don't realize when you need to make a painful decision to let something go sometimes it's for the better. Because if you keep holding on to it, it would actually hurt you more than if you let it go. Ace of Hearts. You are in love or feel very passionate about a subject or person. You are able to commiserate a relationship or passion, expressing your feelings, or be emotionally fulfilled. You feel a sense of joy, thankfulness, comfort, and deep happiness. The start of a new romance, feeling artistic and helpful. So this is more reflected on yourself. So this is really reflecting on trying to find like that soulmate, that other person enter your life. This is more focusing on yourself and what you need to do to show yourself self-love, and what you need to do to start that relationship with yourself and cement that relationship with yourself, so that way you can build that love and that spirit inside, so that way you can attract the person that you're supposed to be with in the future. The next card, I actually pulled it up reverse, or kind of sideways how they had me do it, and 8 of Clubs. So since it is reversed, and I'm reading the reverse method, pretty much you guys are moving in a hectic pace where events should be reaching a natural conclusion, where things are in the air, are in motion, things can quickly be expected, and there's no time to rest on your laurels. Good news can be expected and success is on its way. So the reason why this is reversed though is basically it's saying to what the other two is, since you're holding on to that past, since you're holding on to stuff that technically is not good for you, you're not allowing yourself to push through. You're not allowing yourself to move forward. You're not allowing yourself to basically, you're trying to listen to what everyone else has to say. You're trying to listen to what people that are not living your life have to tell you about your life. And by doing that, you're stopping your progress. You're stopping yourself from getting to where you need to get to. Because at the end of the day, the only person responsible for their soul, for their spirit, for their essence is you. No one else, not your mother, not your father. So there's a lot of people right now, they're upset and wondering why they can't move forward, wondering why they can't find love. But then realizing that the people that you guys are relying to are the same people that are fucking you over. The same people who don't truly care about you. And they only care about themselves, and they're only doing stuff to benefit themselves. But you're doing everything to benefit everybody else instead of doing stuff to benefit you. So you need to let that go. And you need to learn to push through for yourself so that way you can benefit yourself. So essentially the people that should be around you will be attracted to you and will be around you. Next card is King of Spades. As a person, this card represents a man or a woman, because I feel like sometimes a king is a woman, depending on the authority of the person. Connected to your worries or problems, or an authority figure who is responsible for making a judgment or decision on your behalf. This person reflects a serious person who has provided wise advice but surely shows any emotions. So this basically reflects back to yourself. A lot of times we want to look for a higher person. A lot of times we want to look for advice for that wise old man, that wise old lady. And sometimes we don't realize that the wisdom is inside of us. And the wisdom is right there for us to hold on to us to capture, for us to reach, to grasp. And sometimes you just got to sit there and be like, self, what you got for me? Self, I know that wisdom is up there. What do you want me to know? What do you want me to take from my life right now? So we can get rid of this SS bullshit that we got going around. And we can push forward and move on with our lives. So we can be happy with ourselves. So at the end of the day, you are a king. Male or female, you are a king. You are that authority. You are that wise person. You just need to learn to listen to yourself. Listen to your tuition. Listen to your spirits. Listen to your guides. And let them push you. Don't let outside influence. Don't let outside forces influence you in your decisions when they're not the ones that have to live it. And Five of Hearts. You feel a deep sense of regret, disappointment, usually guarding a relationship, a time of separation from something or someone you really want in your life. Grief or sorrow needs to release the past. The recklessness may lead to losing this valuable object. Again, this reflects on yourself. A lot of people, when you grow up, when you're younger, when you start to grow up, you have these dreams and ambitions and these goals where you'll tell people, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be the next Whitney Houston. I want to be the next Destiny's Child. I want to be the next Beyonce, Alicia Keys, the next, biochemist, whatever it is. You told yourself that when you were younger. You knew when you were younger what you wanted to be, but then you grew up and you pushed that stuff aside. And you decided, you know what? Because my family said that it's not a good job, maybe I shouldn't be doing it. Because this person said this, maybe I shouldn't be doing it. Because this person said that, maybe I shouldn't be doing it. So now is the time to reflect and be like, you know what? What do you want to do? Because inside you may feel a deep sense of regret and self-disappointment because you may be living a lie in your life and not realizing that you're living a lie in your life. What are you truly meant to do? Because at the end of the day, when you're a child, when you're young, you know what your destiny has for you. I knew at a young age that I was meant to inspire people, that I was meant to use magic, that I was meant to dance, I was meant to sing and stuff like that, I was meant to write. I knew that at a young age and I pushed that to the side. But now I'm sitting in self-reflection and realizing that that's what I'm supposed to be doing in the first place because that's what I was born to do. What were you born to do? What were you born to do? So I'm going to go back to a video I made before this on my page. Who are you? And how do you get to that point where you can really figure out who you are and how do you get there? And last but not least, we have Stig from the Goddess card, which is quiet time and meditation. So this goes, shh, dearest one, quiet your mind, breathe and let the words, worry, and plans. Let go of words, worries, and plans. Go into that space of silence deep inside of you, that I can't speak today, sorry. That vertex of peace where the world does not enter. Now is the time to retreat in silence and spend time alone. I will lovingly help you rejuvenate and recenter yourself. Do not try to make any decisions now. Just let your mind be at rest. You will know soon enough when it's time to take action. But for now, quiet your mind and rest. So again, this is all reflection of yourself. All this is a reflection of yourself. All of it is self-reflection at this time. And it's figuring out what you guys want. And now is the time to, you put the seeds in the ground. Now it's time to water them. And now it's time to be like, you know what am I going to do once these plants start to grow? What am I going to do when the stuff starts to harvest? So now is the time to reflect and be like, you know what, how has my life changed? Or how has my life progressed? Or how is it starting to transition from a month ago, months ago, a year ago? And really sit there. Don't try to do anything. Just sit there and let your mind go and let your mind reflect on the past. Let your mind reflect on, okay, I've done this before and it hasn't worked. Let me let this go. You know what? I'm not really feeling this job. I feel like I could be doing something better. It's time to let it go. Right now is the time to quiet your mouth, open your ears, open your mind, and sit there and reflect on what it is that you truly want in your life. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that can live your life. No one else can do that for you. No one else can tap into your mind. No one else can tap into your spirit and tell you what's best for you. It's time for you guys to learn to reflect on yourself and meditate amongst yourself and decide, you know what, this is what I truly, truly, really want. Let me put a game plan together when the full moon is over. Let me put a game plan together. But for right now, for the full moon, for the next couple of days, because the full moon does end Tuesday, just reflect. Just sit there and reflect, because that's what I'm doing all day today. Just sit there and reflect and be like, you know what? This is what I really want for my life. This is the atmosphere I really want. This is the area I want to be in. This is what I really want. I, for a reason. And not in a selfish way, but more of a selfless way to where, you know what can I do to be better so that way I can take my gifts when they grow and I can spread the seed more and help more people reflect, help more people decide what they want. I want you guys to be inspirers. I want you guys to be influencers. I want you guys to reflect in these next couple of days and be like, you know what? I really want to be a writer. I really want to be a singer. I really want to be a dancer. I really want to be, a dog walker. It doesn't matter what it is. But at the end of the day, be what you're supposed to be. Reflect on the next couple of days. And then once the full moon breaks, get out that notebook. Get out that pad and start writing. Or the laptop or whatever, however you want to do it. And start putting together a game plan of what you want for your life so you could change your life for the better. Because at the end of the day, if you're not living your authentic self, what are you living besides a lie? And do you really, really, really want to sit there and be living a lie when you could be living your true self and have that reflect through everything that you do? Hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If you guys would like a personal reading, I am taking on new clients. Make sure that you send me an email. My email address is listed. It'll be listed also in the bio description as well. So make sure you send me an email if you would like a reading. I do simple tarot card readings. I do intuitive readings. I do help with spiritual guidance. I do help with magic guidance. So if you guys would like complete details of my services, stuff like that, make sure to email me. And hope you guys have a blessed day, a blessed weekend, a blessed full moon. Make sure you sit there and reflect. Make sure you meditate. Meditate. That's good for the soul. But make sure you guys meditate. Make sure you guys go out there and live your authentic life. Live whatever you're supposed to live. Don't let anybody else come in and try to tell you that you're not doing what you're supposed to do, because at the end of the day, if they do that, this is what you tell them. Shh. Mind your business, and I'll mind mine. Guys, have a great one. Blessed be.